Hey guys, it's the Gothic Slenderman again, and welcome to the return of the Gothic Slenderman reviews. I did do the reviews for only one time, in January for Attack on Titan, and those were only for animes. But I've decided to branch out and do more than just animes. Animes, cartoons, live-action series, any animated series. The only things I won't do would be web series, and series I can't get the footage of, like anything owned by Viacom. At first I was going to do Camp Laszlo, and then I thought, I don't think that really fits for the very first review, considering I am the Gothic Slenderman. So then I, later on, went through my brain, thought of ideas, and I wanted to do something based on Cartoon Network for my first review, considering that Cartoon Network was one of the biggest channels I've always been to ever since I was little. So I wanted to do something from there, and then I thought, what's a good series that would fit for Gothic Slenderman for the first review of the Gothic Slenderman reviews, but still on Cartoon Network? Then I remembered. The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy was created by Maxwell Adams. The original idea that Maxwell had for the series was just Billy and Mandy, no Grim whatsoever, and Billy was going to release his inner demons from his mind by drilling a hole inside of him. So, yeah, it was not really child-friendly. There's probably going to be a lot of gore, a little bit of swearing every now and then, but we never actually saw the animated short that he had for college. This later on became The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. He knew that the show was missing something, and this was Grim. Grim was originally going to have a British accent. Greg Eagles later on came in and gave him a Jamaican accent after the British accent didn't really turn out to be the best idea. The story goes like this. In the pilot episode, Billy and Mandy are watching Billy's 10-year-old hamster slowly die. When the Grim Reaper comes in and tries to take his soul, they later on get a competition of limbo to see if they could keep the soul. If Grim won, he'd get the soul of the hamster. If Billy and Mandy won, they'd keep the hamster and also keep Grim as their best friend. I'd like to say slave, but that's not really what they say in the series. Screw you, I want to be creative! Grim loses because of the hamster of all things, and later on becomes their best friend forever. That term scares me a little bit. I know, everyone uses it, my BFF! But for some reason, when I hear the word forever, it kind of scares me. The word forever frightens me for some reason. It's like it's never going to end. We're never going to be detached from one another. The series follows three main characters, Grim, Billy, and Mandy. Billy's the idiot who can barely tie his own shoes. Mandy is what looks like an innocent girl, but is actually a deep, dark, and possibly evil soul deep down inside. She likes to mess with Grim and Billy in her own little way. Out of all the characters, she seems to be the smartest. Grim is, of course, a Grim Reaper. He didn't really have a lot going for him in his original design, being the British accent version, but after he got his Jamaican accent, he seemed to get a lot more character. He always warns Billy and Mandy of not to use his powers in their own personal gain, but they do anyway.
It's primordial ooze. It'll fix everything.
Thanks, Dad! No problemo, son!
Hey, what about me?
What about you?
Since he is the Grim Reaper, he still has to keep his job of taking souls down to the underworld after they have died. Erwin, he's pretty much Billy's best friend, and a character that falls in love with Mandy. To be honest, we don't really get to see a lot of him in the series, but of all the side characters, we see him the most. You could confuse him for a main character all you want. And trust me, I have at one point too. They like to introduce him in the middle of an episode and then, fuck you, Erwin.
He's driven by the power of love.
Really?
Love makes people do all sorts of stupid things.
Fred Parker!
How did that guy from the jury get on my ship?
I need to make poo-poo! I need to make poo-poo real bad!
Fred Burger actually was introduced in a very interesting way. Someone actually wrote a lot of the episodes of Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, went up to Maxwell Adams and was intending to pitch the episode. Maxwell Adams was just all like, do what you want, man! You make a ton of great episodes. Go! Oh. Okay. I guess I'm gonna show ya! They ended up loving the character, and they wanted the guy himself to voice Fred Burger. He's more of a comedy relief character, more than all the other side characters in the series. He doesn't really do much, but that's the thing. That's what makes him hilarious. He comes in just at the right time. Fred Burger. Me and my friend Dakota, back in intermediate school, used to do that all the time. I am Fred Burger. And later on in high school, we started doing this shit. I am Great Cornelio. I need TP. TP for my mom. Dakota, if you're watching this, that was for you. Adam Maxwell later on went to Disney, where he didn't really do much. To be honest, he had more creative freedom at Cartoon Network. Disney kind of had a lot of restrictions for him, so he left that to work on his own original series, Dead Meat, which is going to be a web series, and so he could bring as many people into it as possible. The series was fun, and it did a lot of stuff, but to be honest, do we really need a reboot? I bet a lot of people are saying, yes! Bring it back! Bring the idiot and the skeleton back! Well, to be honest, it feels like they explored all their options for newer episodes. And unless you want to make fun of what's going on this very day, because there wasn't a lot of stuff that came around in between Grim Adventures Billy and Mandy's finale and today, and you're not really going to last very long. It feels like they did everything they could. I mean, like, I'm not saying a new series would be bad. I mean, I'd welcome it, and I'd give it a chance, but I think they kind of explored all their options with what they have. Especially 3 different movies. Was it 3? 3, maybe 4. I don't know. A crossover with Kids Next Door, Billy and Mandy appearing in the crossover fighting game Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion along with Grimm, House Delgado appearing as a secret character in the XL version. I'll talk about Cartoon Network movies some other time. That'll be a later episode. That'll become a special, I guess. There are many other characters I would love to talk about, like Puddin', who I'm pretty sure is their version of Butters from South Park, but I can't prove that. Puddin'! I just feel like screaming Puddin'. Right down the street, Puddin'! What? I think the series was great. I think they did as much as they could with it. I don't really think it needs to come back for a revival. Maybe like 10 years from now, a reboot, or like to reintroduce the series. But I think we're good with what we have, especially with Adam Maxwell working on Dead Meat. So anyway, the only thing I didn't like about the series, just one little nitpick. Why the hell did people see Grimm as like a normal person? Yes, it was probably more of a comedy thing. It's like a running joke, but you think after some time passes, one person's going to see him as the Grim Reaper. I mean, a lot of characters do see him as the Grim Reaper, but like Billy's mom and dad, some of the teachers inside Billy's and Mandy's school, see him as a normal student with a skin condition. Maybe they all have schizophrenia for some fucking reason, I don't know.
In fact, I get fired all the time. Why, just today I got fired from my job at the Frego Burger for eating all of the paper cups.
What was that, honey?
Nothing, Gladys!
What, schizophrenic jokes are not allowed here? I'm sorry. I'll just do keep making them! Because that's why. Those are jokes I can do. And they see him as Billy's friend, so they see him as a little kid. Yeah, that's one tall motherfucking kid. I'm sorry. But that's a joke I feel as if we didn't need. Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy actually did have a lot of cameo appearances. And, actually, not too many, but just enough. Like Scooby-Doo, Yogi Bear, Fred from the Flintstones, Kids Next Door. Later on in Invader Zim's series, one of their seasons was going to be very similar, where they had cameo appearances meaning Nickelodeon characters. But Nickelodeon was just like, no, we're not doing that. Nickelodeon, you fuck everything up! Except Ninja Turtles and Legend of Korra, I kind of like those two. This is why I prefer Cartoon Network. You guys can't do shit right. Meh. So anyway, what do you guys think about the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy? Is there any information I might have missed, or you think I should have gone over in this review? Remember, this is my first time doing a review in quite some time for a series. So please bear with me on this one. Yeah, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. Put your comments down below. Maybe like the video. Favorite and subscribe if you want to see some more reviews. I plan to do them every Sunday. Yeah, every Sunday. Maybe I'll do it every other Sunday. Most likely every Sunday, though. And remember, we all see fish in the ceiling at least once in our lives.